Welcome, folks, to some more Ultima VII: The Black Gate. So I've traveled a bit south in Minoc and found the sawmill where there is a gruesome scene indeed. Looks like rain. Looks like a couple people got fucked up really bad is what it looks like. A serpentine dagger and a large candelabra. We'll go ahead and take this dagger for provage. Shamina, where are you? Need you to hold some shit. I know your bag is not filled. Hold my gold, you fool. Crikey. Yeah, so those two got fucked up pretty bad. You see Julia, a member of your party and adventurers from one of your previous visits to Britannia. And who is this fine young lad?
My name's Spock, my lady. He's a cute one, and so well-mannered.
Spark turns beet red.
Since accompanying thee on thine adventures, that was last in Britannia, I've become a tinker in Minoc. I repair things for people in town, but my duties and obligations are not so pressing as to prevent me from joining thee again, should thou wish it. After all, when art thou in Britannia, thou usually come to repair very important things and help put the world to rights.
You see a handsome craftsman with an intense piercing gaze. My name is Gladstone, my lord, at thy service. I am a glass blower and a sculptor. I make mostly bottles and bowls, but in my time I have constructed all manners of statuary out of glass as well. I regret that I do not have any of my work for sale at present. Like our other artists, I have been backlogged on orders that keep me busy for the foreseeable future, but there are several examples of my work, of which I am most proud, in the Guild Hall on display. If thou art interested, please have a look at them. There is an active commerce here in Minoc, sufficient to keep the Artists Guild financially solvent, but in recent weeks I have come to fear we may not keep it going very much longer. Unlike the Fellowship or Owen's Monument, we do not have much political power. Now other events make our troubles seem less important. We do not get along very well with these people. I believe we have been unofficially marked as enemies of the Fellowship ever since all our members of the Artists Guild refused Eleanor's invitation to join. They dislike us because they consider us to be indisposed toward unity. Surely thou hast heard of the murders of Federico and Tanya. I shudder to think such foul deeds are so freely committed in our fair town. Art thou investigating it? I wish thee all success in tracking the culprit. I barely knew Federico or Tanya, but I did meet their son Sasha once. He befriended Sarah and stayed at the night with us once. He seemed like a nice young man, but misguided. Good journey, my friend.
I'm called Sarah, my lord. A pleasure to meet thee. I'm a member of our local artist guild here in Minoc. Until the monument was to be built, and now these murders, I believe this town to be a good place to live. It is horrible. Federico and Tanya were looking for their son Sasha. He had run away to join the Fellowship. How could this have happened to them? He shakes his head slowly. I met him a few weeks ago when he came to town to look for the local Fellowship branch. I once let him stay the night at the Guild Hall. He said his father would beat him if he knew he was thinking of joining the Fellowship, and I believed him. Sasha's father could be a cruel man. He's basically a good lad, just looking for the truth, what a lot of us are. Unfortunately, he is looking in the wrong place. Fellowship is a group that has been gaining much popularity in recent years with the people of Britannia. While on the surface it may simply appear to be a scholarly society studying in particular philosophy, its teachings have the power to forever alter the shape of Britannian society. Its ceremonies are deeply moving experiences. No, I am not a member or anything like that, but I've heard the basic speech from Sasha so many times that I have it memorized. I never tried to dissuade him from joining the Fellowship, even though I have now no belief in it. I think Sasha's old enough to start making his own decisions for himself. Now I truly regret not sending him home the moment I saw him.
What's with this gay monument?
That shipwright Owen is a self-righteous fool. The statue will be nothing more than a monument to all the hurtful bad feelings he has caused in this town. I cannot believe that such a meaningless and obvious charade could jeopardize our guild's future. Thou hadst best add Gladstone about that. Pleasant day to thee, my lord. Do come see us again. You see a man with a very worried face.
I am William, my lord. I work in the sawmill here in Minoc. It was quiet town until these murders happened. I cannot believe it. I found the bodies first this morning, and when I went to open the sawmill, it took all the discipline I've gained from the trade of inner strength in the teachings of the Fellowship to keep from going mad at the sight of it. It must have happened some last night, but I swear to thee I never heard a thing. I have been a member of the Fellowship for only a short time. I've only late been attending Eleanor's meetings, only since they announced the monument was to be built. Wouldst thou like to know more of the Fellowship? No. Just go ahead and shut the fuck up while you're ahead. Let us look for Eleanor. Jacquard. Along with Carolina, I am a trainer in the fighting arts. My specialty is strength and strategy on the field of battle. If one does not use his head while using one's muscles, he's in danger of losing it.
Gypsies. You see a young gypsy lad. He's wearing a Fellowship medallion. His eyes look down and his expression is one of extreme sorrow.
My name's Sasa. I'm too young to have a job. I'm a gypsy and my parents were gypsies. I'm also a member of the Fellowship. My parents, Federico and Tanya, were murdered. I do not know why anyone would want to harm them.
The words choke out of the boy. Suddenly he is overwhelmed by grief and unable to speak further.
Happened in the sawmill in Minoc. The Fellowship Society of Spiritual Seekers who strive to reach the highest levels of human potential and to share their philosophy freely with all people. The Fellowship was formed 20 years ago by Battling with the full approval and support of Lord British. For the past week, I have been away from home doing the work for the Fellowship. The Fellowship's advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life, through what is called the triad of inner strength. Triad is simply three basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. They are strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes rewards. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
You see an old man whose domineering disposition matches the heart and physique of his aged body.
My name is Gregor. I'm in charge of the Minoc branch of Britannia Mining Company. The Britannia Mining Company produces a wide variety of minerals that are essential to the continuation of progress in Britannia. Our town is the major center of trade in Britannia, and it is a place of social change. Here in Minoc, we are erecting a monument to our good shipwright Owen, a master craftsman whose name soon will be known throughout Britannia. We also have a very active Fellowship branch. Here in Minoc, we have one of the largest mining operations in Britannia, a sawmill, an inn, the Artists Guild, and a shipwright. Be on thy way, then.
Getting sleepy. fuck out of my way, Iolo. Margarita at thy service, she speaks slowly. I knew after it happened. I warned Federico. He wouldn't listen. He was my brother-in-law. His death makes me very sad. Tanya, she was Federico's wife. But thou dost know that already, no? She was a good woman. Sergei is mine husband, of course. Now he is my fate of guiding the gypsy race in the troubled times. Margarita is silent a moment. He has been led astray. It is unfortunate he will realize his only mistake as a result of the death of his parents. Thou dost know what I mean, the fellowship. Thou shalt learn more about them in due time. There are many, many others like Sasha who have been led astray for time. I see no future. Well, go in peace. Looks like the gypsy wagon from Ultima VI. Almost identical. That's a loud and annoying sound effect. Should have been taken out of this fucking engine. Well, let's find Eleanor and deliver the package. You see a woman whose cluttered manner is tinged with a suggestion. Cultured manner is tinged with suggestion of arrogance. She straightens her shoulders and looks you in the eye. I am Eleanor. Thou hast just missed them. They were here collecting funds. They have moved on to Paws to visit our shelter there. I am the head counselor of the Fellowship branch here in Minoc. We are a society of spiritual seekers dedicated to achieving our highest potential. Ah, but thou dost know all this. I now recall a message Batman sent to me. I've been expecting thee. Thou hast been sent to deliver our package. Thou may relinquish it now. You produce the package and hold it before you. Her eyes shift from you to the package, then back to you. Surely thou hast been instructed not to open the package. Hast thou opened it nonetheless? Yes. Thou knowest thee wert instructed to deliver the package unopened. As a fellowship member, thou dost understand that we must be worthy of our rewards. As thou hast violated Batman's trust, any payment is forfeited. He will be informed of this indiscretion, and he will not be pleased. She takes the box from your hands. She inspects the inside of the box. Ah, good. The contents, at least, are still intact. The guilty one was only a victim of his own curiosity, and not truly a thief. She looks you up and down. It is quite possible that thou wilt still learn to be a worthy member of our illustrious membership. We shall see. I have a feeling we shall see each other again. Farewell, Avatar. Little do you know, I robbed the bitch. Alright, let's head back to the fortune teller and have our fortune read. The fortune would cost thee 20 gold, alright? Margarita takes your money. The gypsy woman peers into a crystal ball. I see a woman standing by a shrine. She is in love with thee. I do not see more on this subject. The crystal ball is very murky. I see that thou must join the fellowship and want us to learn more about them and discover their true nature. It is not very clear, I guess. There's a new evil that threatens Britannia. I see that thou shalt have to reckon with it in the future. The crystal ball tells me that either of the world, the substance that controls magic, has been affected by this new evil presence. I see further that this evil presence will gain greater power during an event in the near future. This event has something to do with the planets. Seek out the man at the observatory in Moonglow to learn more about this. I see that he has a device which will be very useful to thee. See him soon, for this event is drawing near. But what is this? I see. Dost thou see a man with a hook? He is not thy true adversary, but finding him will be necessary to complete thine ultimate quest. Wait! I see thou must seek audience with the Time Lord. He is in trouble, although I cannot see what the trouble is. The Time Lord knows much about this new evil, so do not fail to seek him out. To find the Time Lord, you must first meet the Wisp, who live in the forest of Yew. They are best linked to him. The monks of Impy Abbey may know how to contact the Wisp. The ball has grown dark, I see no more. Marguerite looks up at you and says, Thou dost face many dangers ahead. Take care. With those words, Margarita slumps and closes her eyes to rest. She is obviously exhausted. Farewell. Go in peace.
Damn! I decided to see that fucked up bitch again. To arms! I may be of service to thee, says Jakar. A woman is attractive. She is diverted enough when encountered, but do not mention that to her. It would just encourage her. It's comfortable enough sharing the same roof with her as it is.
What art thou whispering about over there?
Nothing at all. Jakar winks at you. There used to be 2 training halls in Minoc, but one of them burned down after being struck by lightning. Now we are being forced to share this one. She is sort of a person who labors under the belief that all problems can be solved in one of 3 ways. Hit them harder, hit them faster, or hit them some more.
Art thou talking about me? I feel my ears burning.
Thou dreaming, Karina. Why would I talk about thee? He giggles conspiratorially to you. Alright, talk to him about Owen. I have known Owen for as long as anyone in the town. Several years ago, 3 ships that he built sank. The brother of Carl. One of the more colorful local residents was killed. No investigation was ever made into the cause of the sinkings. But Owen once confided to me that he secretly blamed himself. He started drinking heavily and eventually took up with the Fellowship. It's been a pleasure speaking with thee.
He's quite an able trainer in his own right. Not as skilled as myself, obviously, but I do think he is cute. Though I bid thee do not tell him that I spoke of this. It will only encourage him.
Art thou speaking about me? Mine ears are burning.
Nothing I should be concerned about, Jakar. She winks at you. I teach the straight singular skill which enables one to learn all the lessons of life without losing it in the process of combat. I will charge thee 20 gold for each training session.
She thinks you're cute. Ah, so Karina said I was cute, did she? Yes. I've known she's had her sights on me for years. Avatar's like the love doctor and shit. Alright, now we're gonna look for Carl the Hermit. Find out more about this Carl situation. I might need to grab my carpet for this. Don't remember exactly where it is. I'm not in the habit of speaking to strangers, but seeing as how dost not appear to be very intelligent, I shall humor thee for now. My name is Carl, formerly of Minoc. Ah, well, we were looking for you. Nice. Tell me about your brother. My brother, mine only family in the world, served aboard a ship built by Owen. The ship was one of several that sank 3 years ago during the first storm it ever encountered. My brother went down with it and was never seen again. 3 other ships that were built from Owen's basic designs all sunk within the first year of their launch. Over a dozen lives were lost due to that vainglorious bastard. I confronted Owen with this, and he denied that he had anything to do with the workmanship. I returned that night and stole the plans he had drafted, so at least no other ships would ever be built like them again. But it left me so angry at the world that I knew I could not live among other people. I went away to live in the mountains. The only time I ever come back are to fetch a few supplies and maybe have a drink at Rutherford's fine ale once in a while. I still have those plans up in my cabin. Every once in a while I try to figure them out. I suspect no one in town, save for Owen himself, could understand them. Maybe Julia the tinker would be able to shed some light on them, but she would never listen to an old mountain man like me. Far away from the mire present-day society is where I belong. In the wilderness, thou can know what is what. If thou want to show Julia the plans, I will give them to thee. They are in my cabin, southeast of the BMC office. Seize thy racket. Run! I just moved the food. Oops, that's what I get for stealing food. Alright, well if you search the skeleton here, he seems to have some gold. Time to re-equip everything. Fantastic. Alright, I had to reload. Anyway, speaking with the candle making bitch again, can ask her about the candle at the murder site. You described the candelabra candelabra found at the murder scene to Xanthia. Her eyes widened with recognition.
Yes, that is one of the candelabras I made. It was in the sawmill at the murder site.
She looked shocked.
How horrible. I swear I do not know how it could have gotten there. Thou shalt certainly ask Eleanor about it. Yes, she's quite the recruiter.
Oh. It's fucking annoying. And of course, now Owen's not here. Anyways, don't move around food, or anything for that matter. Because when the guards arrest you, they move all your inventory out of your bags, and it's a fucking mess. Terrible, terrible, terrible system. Alright, now I'm gonna go find this guy's fucking Hermit the Crab Carl here. He might not be here, but I'm still taking his fucking plans. The narwhal shall be a fine, fine vessel, measuring 100 cubits from the bow to the stern. That probably the blueprint's right there. Mountain Man. I'm in your cabin, you fucking retard. Alright, let's return and show these to Julia. Sit down! some good parking.
Yes, the Fellowship commissions Anthe to create the candelabra, which thou dost describe. The design incorporates our three tenets. U for unity, T for trust, and W for worthiness.
You tell Eleanor that it was found at the murder site. She registers surprise.
I cannot imagine why someone were there. Someone must be trying to implicate the Fellowship. If thou didst ask it of me, I would wager that Federico and Tanya were murdered by their own people, and another gypsy placed the candelabra at the site to implicate us. Those gypsies would kill their own mother if it meant gaining a bit of gold.
Traveling in Britannia again, but it took my own eyes to believe it. Welcome, Avatar. Burnside is my name. I'm the mayor of Minoc. Been past 20 years or more. Apart from the business of the murders, we run a town by commerce. Gold runs this town. As goes the money, so goes Minoc. Take this monument affair, for instance. I'm sure thou art aware of the plans for the monument of Owen, the shipwright he's paying for himself. I'm usually against such public vanity, but the Fellowship is very much in favor of it. But in this special case, it does immeasurable good for the town. It increases our prestige. People will come from all over Britannia for the unveiling. Why, even Lord British himself will be in attendance. It's a special opportunity when one gets a private audience. Yeah, we won't be building no fucking monument, I can tell you that. If I can help it. Well, I'm gonna look for Julia, and we'll resume this in the next video, I suppose, as long as I don't get fucking arrested again.